A and B. Lovely ride through there as they continue on towards number 6, the table in the bush. Just as some of our lovely ride over the red and white house, making their way uphill towards the last. Popping over there and on towards the finish. Brenia Capidior, they've gone into the tree line at the moment, going towards number 7 and 8. The white jump into the forest and the floating log. But going under starters orders now is number 54, Jamie Welsh, riding Bodenhazen from KwaZulu-Natal. They'll be coming out onto track with a total of 34.2 penalties after the dressage. And off and away they go. That is number 54, but Bodenhazen Japondo. They go up towards the log oxen, no problems as they pop over the first and now make their way on towards the roller at number 2. Bit of a pop over the roller and now making their way on towards the house at 3. Just popping over the brush before the crossing is number 52, Lionheart. Slightly that jump out of the water as they have a refusal at the house and will have to turn to represent, which is a great pity considering they've had quite a round until then. So having just popped over the corner downhill is Abby Haynes riding Brenia Capidior. They've had a lovely round and make their way on towards the brush before the crossing. I see Gemma has made it over the red and white house and now make it their way uphill towards the last. As they pop over there and go over the finish line. Coming into the water, Brenia Capidior, big jump over the fishes. And almost leaving their front legs behind over the crocodile out of the water, but they managed to recover as Abby will just make sure that she sets them up. Lovely ride over the house as they now head on towards the last jump. Number 55, Gondor Penelope, is out on track. They currently lie in second for the CCN Juniors with a total of 33.2 penalties after the dressage. This is Adriana McDonald Hutchinson's second ride. They've currently gone over the Liverpool uphill at number 4 and are making their way towards number 5, A and B, the offset brushes. That looked like a very strong ride there for Adriana as they make their way through the offset brushes at 5A and B. She really made sure to ride those brushes as she now makes her way on towards number 6, the table in the bush, which is out of my line of sight. So across the way, just behind the willows swaying gently in the breeze, is number 54, Bodenhazen Japondo. They've cleared over the box uphill. And just on time there, Mr. Welsh just coming to help me out with the name there. So Jamie Welsh is riding Bodenhazen Japadoon. They've done well so far out on track and are currently coming up to the brush before the crossing after having gone over the corner downhill. They do a lovely forward ride over the brush as they now go through Billy Goat Scruff. Coming up to the fish before the water. Lovely ride in, very forward through the water and beautiful jump out. as they continue on towards the house at 18. Lovely ride over there as they now head uphill towards the home at last. Can see that Bodenhuizen and through the finish. But I'm sure she's got a good, comfortable rhythm going with Gondel Penelope. And now as they present to the first element, it is quite a tight combination over the first and popping over the second. As they now continue on towards number 10, the Fan Downhill. Right, so Gondel Penelope now have just popped over the Liverpool Reeds at 11 and now make their way downhill towards the floating log at 12. So they typically have to cover a little bit more ground in the middle part of these courses. And what we want to see there is a horse moving forward, covering ground, because obviously it gives you a little bit more time when you then approach the jumps to set your horse up and to make sure that you've got the right striding coming in. I see that Gondel Penelope unfortunately has had a refusal at the floating log at number 12, which is being jumped on a downhill, so it can be a little standoffish for the horses.